Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of the 8 Morning 92 podcast where we always keep it 100. You heard none of them sound effects, did you?
Nah. Hey, told y'all niggas I was gonna keep it street.
Oh, then how you coming, Glock?
Pause.
Okay.
It's the 8 Morning 92 podcast. You know how we do. We always keep it 100.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. We got to get that $2 million. Dr. Pepper is not the only soda. Okay. This is what I wrote down. I'm feeling good tonight. I just might go get me a Sprite. Oh, okay. I like that, Michelle. I like that. Okay, this is what I got. Holy smokes. Wouldn't you know I got that Coke all in my throat? Oh, girl. I don't know about that one, girl. That's a little freaky, ain't it? It do got a little subliminal. Maybe I should do that. Here, I got one. Excuse my grammar, but a bitch just want a Fanta. Nah, girl, we can't be. Girl, we cannot cut. Oh shit, my bad. Here, I got one. This is for the black folks. I'm feeling unwell. I know that's right. Take your time. I'm just gonna drink a ginger ale. Yeah, that's the one, baby. That's the one.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 8 Morning 92 podcast. 8 Morning 92 podcast. 8 Morning 92 podcast. 8 Morning 92 podcast. Is that a real one? Nice for what on these niggas? You gotta be two bad bitches and they kissing in the rape, kissing in the rape, kissing in the rape. I need a black card and a code to the safe, code to the safe, code to the safe. I'll show you how to network with that neck. You can kill with your net worth. And I want you, and I want you, and I can't back, and I can't back, down for you home, down for you. I got a new boy and that nigga. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Said you'll never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you and I need you.
Man, sit your dumb ass.
Come down for you, old KB. Do you love me? Are you riding? Said you'll never ever leave from beside me. Mitch is freaky. But welcome back.
What? How does shit always? All right.
Was you freak? You know what's so funny? I swear it's like I know a whole song as soon as this motherfucker stop recording. But the moment it start, I was like, how the fuck did I forget in my feelings? I'm living a podcast life, recording in the day and the night, but I can't remember words, and it's time to put it down. All this goddamn singing, niggas think I'm tripping. That is the last time. Oh.
Sound like
What
you
up,
said
bitch?
niggas think you tripping. We think you tripping, nigga.
Welcome back to another episode of 8 More 92 podcast. We always keep 100. We're your hosts, Harrison and Mitch, back again with that boy Banks in the background being daddy daycare on this motherfucker. I said sit down. Y'all better not be playing in that toilet. What's been good with you, Mitch? How you hanging? How you living? What? How you living?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. Shit. Getting closer to the end of my school and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking it a day at a time. How you?
See it? Man, I'm just, chilling. Finally got my official.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on.
That other one's just some bullshit. This one. There we go, baby.
Hold on. Do it again. Yes, sir. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Slight work. Tight work.
Yeah.
That came in, I guess, that feeling like it's officially, like you did it because your name is on the paper. So yeah, that was good getting that, and it took a long fucking time because graduating December, motherfucking February. There you go. Yeah. But everything has been good, not too much nothing. Schedule's been the same. Nothing much is falling off. Unlike a certain album that came out by a particular North Carolina rapper, which decided to really take over the headlines, and for what it seems that Cole is falling off. But between that time, J. Cole's album came out, and that time we were wondering what we were up to, the fall off, and it was met with a lot of mixed reviews. Mitch, J. Cole delivered his last album. Right now, he is currently in Silver Springs, Maryland, doing a pop out. He was just here yesterday and at Norfolk State. And it was a good. I didn't go out there because first thing I'm gonna ask the nigga is, where's your fucking heart at, nigga? How could you? He was like 15 minutes away. I could have went there. I could have saw Cole, but Cole don't want me asking a question because I'm gonna want an honest answer.
Yeah.
But the fall off came out, and what's your take on it?
Oh man, I'm not so much on the mixed review side. First disc was kind of like, all right,
29.
like, yeah, this 29, and this was supposed to be like from the POV of his 29-year-old self. Once I understood that, I went back and listened to it. I listened to it like 2 or 3 times before I understood that. Once I understood that, I went back and listened to it and just kind of gave it a little more attention. This 29 still wasn't all the way it for me. There's some outliers. Let me find my favorite ones. Safety. I love a storytelling track. Let's see. The Let Out was fire to me. Let's see. Poor Thing was hard. Pause. Bunce Road Blues. I kind of feel like
I don't think that was pause worthy, but
Poor Thing and then was hard. That's why I paused.
Oh.
But Bunce Road Blues, bro, that kind of was like, it was a fire song. If any track on this album was kind of like petty or a shot, it was that one. For the simple fact of you didn't list your features or nothing, and you probably won't, but you got Tim's and Future on the track. Now, who's the last artist you know to have Tim's and Future on the track?
Who's the last artist? Drake?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like that was done for just that reason.
You're about to get the Martin button.
No. I'm saying I feel like that was just done like for a petty reason. You know what I'm saying? Not that there was any like shots thrown or anything like that. I just feel like my nigga, you wouldn't have got Tim's and Future after Drake just did a #1 smash with Tim's and Future. But all in all, fire.
Shit. Here we go
all
again.
In all, fire song. Lonely at the Top was fire. This 39. That's where this nigga was showing his natural black and white ass. Pause.
Crazy because people say that's the worst one out of 2.
People do say that, and I don't understand it because it was just straight up rapping, and it was fire. I could have done without What If. I don't need to hear the viewpoint of Biggie apologizing or trying to mend shit with Pac and Pac responding to him and nothing like that. I feel like that was done because you wanted to show the viewpoint of, you wanted to justify your apology. That's kind of lame to me.
I want to know what if you never pulled your ass out of a rap battle. I want to know
what if you didn't?
What if I want to know perspective of a motherfucker who don't run. That's the what if I want to know. What if I wasn't clutching my fucking pearls and decided to run and say, what if I would have fucking rapped and been a fucking man?
Or like, and then it's like, all right, back then them was the 2 biggest names in rap and hip hop. Now the 2 biggest names in rap and hip hop are going at each other or just went at each other, and it seems like you're trying to referee or you're trying to like coerce them into burying the hatchet and shit like that. It's not gonna happen. I loved what he did with it. I love the concept of it. I have no negative reviews as far as like the lyrical content of the song or nothing like that, but I understand what you was trying to do, and it's just like, leave it alone, bro. You already backed out. You know what I'm saying? Favorite song? All right. Favorite song? Man Up Above. That shit was just so smooth. 39 intro was hard too. Album 8.5 out of 10 to me. 8.5, 9 out of 10 to me. I'm not about to sit here and be long-winded about it. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. If you like to elevate your mind, it sounds even better, you know. But yeah, my favorite tracks off of it were Poor Thing, Safety, Bunch Road Blues, The Let Out. The Villas was so hard. People say that they don't like the Mobb Deep flip. I love that. I love them using that. 8 out of 10 is crazy. I don't care. I say 8.5 or 9. But yeah, the Villas. I love how he brought in Petey Pablo on Old Dog. Not my favorite track, but it was still kind of raw because Carolina. And then like I said, Man Up Above. And I Love Her Again was kind of like a continuation of I Used to Love Her by Common. I could have did without that too, but it was still hard. This nigga. What you think about it, man?
Me? What did I think about it?
Yes.
I feel
So
nowhere
now-
near strongly about this album as you do. I don't. I actually felt this way about J. Cole's ever since. What is that one? What was the one where he like it was right after Forest Hill Drive?
KOD.
And he had the no, it was right before that. It was
Oh,
the one
right
where it was the one he had
Born Center.
no, it's for I think it's for Your Eyes Only.
KOD was before that.
No, bro, it's the Banks here. Bring your ass on now. This is we need you now. All right, shit. Hold on.
For Your Eyes Only is after Forest Hill Drive.
Okay.
That's what I said. Okay, so 4 yards only.
Correct.
So yeah, I just had this like long issue with J. Cole, and this nigga just don't know how to put a fucking album together. Don't know how to put anything collaborative together and make it flow. Like it just looks like an erratic heartbeat on a AED machine or on a what is it that reads hearts? On the heart monitor. It's just like it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Like there's no flow to the album. I hate listening to J. Cole's album. I already know you can rap, nigga. Can you put the shit together to where it's cohesive to listen to? Like you don't know if you want to sit there and listen to the time when you was shining shoes at the Boys and Girls Club and you saw Rakim and all you wanted to do is be like him and Wu-Tang Clan, and then you go up to that to start talking about some off the wall shit. I'll never this or then you go, then you want to bring an old beat in and you want to rap over that and kill it. Then you want to go to some melodic shit. And then it's like it's up and down, up and down. When it's up, when it's up, when it's up, when it's stuck. In the words of Cardi B, I just hate listening to this nigga music. Like, I already know you can rap. So it's kind of like the same with Kendrick. When I go into an album with them, I'm not going into it saying like, oh, is this nigga gonna rap? Or can like y'all already solidified yourselves as rappers. But let's go to Wale's album. We know Wale can rap too, but listen how Wale's shit flow from Conundrum to Belly to I want to make sure I get all the tracks right in order. So oh shit, hold on. Let me see. From Conundrum to Belly.
You on point so far.
Huh?
I said you on point so far.
Yeah, Young Boy to Belly to Where to Start, the Blanco to I'm Not Really Cool. I mean the Powers and Problems, Mirror Bands, and then Watching Us with Leon Thomas. It's like you're going on a ride. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you put a fucking album together. I used to say this all the time about Meek, which he doesn't get credit for. Meek will put you on. Let's say he start off with that inspirational hood shit. He gonna get you out there getting ready to fire off your guns or remember where you are from the block or whatever. And then he gonna start storytelling, whether it be Tony's story, whether it be Maybach curtains, and whether it be like it's gonna be or not that. Well, before he does that, he's gonna put you on an inspirational track. Then he gonna get you on a storytelling where, like I said, Tony's story, and then the nigga gonna hype you up. Then after that, it's banger after banger after banger after banger. And then he goes on the reflective route at the end. Like, that's how you finish a ride. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sit there, you start everybody, get everybody into the ride, cool. And then you go up and it intensifies and then right down before. It's like a workout. If you ever get on the treadmill, or if you get on any type of workout gear, right when you finish your workout time, it says cool down. That's how his shit is. J. Cole is never like that.
See,
go ahead.
I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit because I feel
know
like
you
he
are,
did.
you gave it an 8.
No. I agree with you. I agree with you if you're talking about the album entirely. I feel like he did what you wanted him to do on Disc 29. You know what I'm saying? While I didn't like those tracks as much as I like Disc 39, he did that. He took you on that ride on Disc 29 because it was like him going back home and, you know what I'm saying, just telling the stories that he was telling while he was back. And then on Disc 39, he was just rapping. Like it's just like whatever he had in his head, pause, he just put it on paper or pen and pad or whatever and just started playing with like beats and just flowing and shit. And to your point about Wale is a 10 out of 10. Wale's album was a 10 out of 10. Like you said, he took you on a journey, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, Meek does that. Meek specifically did that on what's that album? The one with What's Free on it. He did that on that album. Like started out with like party shit. He even did it on Wins and Losses, like with 1942 flows and all of that. So I agree with you. I agree with you, and I disagree. Like I just feel like he did that on Disc 29, but didn't do it on Disc 39. It was just more so. It's just more so like ideas on Disc 39.
The album you're thinking about is Champions.
I said he did that. I said he did that on KOD. He did that on what was the album he put over the summer? He didn't do that on I Might Delete This Later, but the one he did. The whenever he did whatever where he was just finishing Basketball, I just feel like J. Cole gets a lot of slack or leeway for just doing nut ass shit. I feel like for the longest, J. Cole has been a nut ass nigga. I'm just gonna keep it a band with you. He was a nut ass nigga when he said he don't care about rapping that much. He want to go play basketball. Then the nigga don't even finish the season in basketball after he got everybody watching in basketball. Then it's like the nigga puts out the fall off, and it takes him forever to do it. It's just like, come on, bro. Like you had this, and if we're gonna be honest, I think Sideline Story, Born Center, and what is it? Forest Hill Drive catapulted this nigga to a status to where we just like are in that time of listening to J. Cole when we listen to J. Cole. Nobody's made him be better than what he is. Nobody's made him push the bar. Like his ceiling, his peak was Forest Hill Drive. He has not gotten better on any other album. I've not cared to listen to a J. Cole album since that. I've listened to all of them since, and they never get replay value. So I feel like for us to put him in the top 3, he has a Lauryn Hill treatment. Like Lauryn Hill had one album, and all of a sudden, like Lauryn Hill is always everybody's top. So I just feel top female artist of all time, and I just feel like, you know, fuck that. That nigga's not no big 3. That nigga like 5 now. I'm gonna move up Wale to the big 3. I'm gonna put the baby right above him, and then I'm gonna put J. Cole right there. I'm gonna put J. Cole right there. Since you want to say ridiculous shit and say 8.9 out of 8.5 out of 10, there we go. The baby, you are ahead of that. You know why? Because the baby's album is better than J. Cole's to me. I just feel like when you listening to that nigga, nobody got time for y'all introspective niggas to sit here and go all crazy and y'all J. Cole breaking it. We get it, nigga. We know the nigga can rap. We know the nigga can flow. And I'm gonna tell you what really bitches this album out. You know what the fuck you did, nigga. You know what the fuck you did. You know what also fell out? Your motherfucking response. You know what also fell off? Your motherfucking heart. You know what also fell off? Your motherfucking backbone, nigga. I'm not trying to hear none of this bullshit about how you want to fight a nigga from North Carolina, but you won't handle it. You gonna tell a nigga he can slap you in your face and apologize on stage. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit. I ain't trying to hear none of that greatest rapper talk. I ain't trying to hear none of that until you explain to me how your ass ran like Ricky ass and Boys in the Hood. Straight shot, no angles, just took your ass off and then left Trey there by himself. Now, Trey was the one who lived, but you get the fucking point. I ain't trying to hear that. The only Carolina rapper that's popping that shit right now is Jonathan Kirk. All right. The Baby has the best album out of them two. I am not trying to hear no more. You know what? You can say this about Drake. You can say this about whatever, Kendrick, whatever. But I'm going to tell you what I like about these niggas songs. When you hear For All the Dogs, I bet your ass wasn't going to like Rich Baby Daddy, did you? Turn into a hit. When you hear Jimmy Crooks, turn to a hit. When you hear, what was that Baby song? The Babysitter. When you hear, what is it? What's that song with him and Drake, Meek and Drake? Going Bad. When you hear Going Bad, that's what I look for in a fucking album. If all else fail and I'm not rocking with it for how it is, or I'm not, because you gotta think, if I'm going to the gym, how the fuck am I getting into a zone listening to this shit? Like, come on now, nigga. Like, come on. Oh, I didn't want to take a picture with a nigga. Fuck out of here. So no, I get that shit a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, J. Cole. And it's just like you fell short. Just like Drake Mays fell short in the Super Bowl, my nigga. Like, let's just talk about another undersell right now, which we're moving off of that shit. Like that shit is falling off of our topics right now. I'm not trying to say anymore. J. Cole is the 5th hottest rapper of all time after the Baby and after Wale. Wale, you are propelled up into it. Kendrick, you're a bitch, but you're still in the top 3 because you battled, nigga. Okay. So with that being said, recapping what happened at the Super Bowl, Drake Mays and that Swiss cheese ass offensive line got handled by the Seattle Seahawks. Not only did they lose, everybody was losing that day because Stefon Diggs lost his woman after it. It was a defensive battle game. It was what everybody advertised, and it was what the Patriots somewhat seemed to show throughout the whole season. If you give them an easy schedule, if you give them a quarterback that throws 4 interceptions when you throw 3, if you give them a quarterback whose ankle breaks the week before your game, he's going to show you that they had a coast of a schedule and a coast of a season, which no knock it at all because y'all still handled y'all business. Y'all had a great defense, but I'm also relieved that Vrabel did not win a Super Bowl his first season after being on the Patriots, after we had already lost to Vrabel and had to hear all that shit for it. So if I get a Super Bowl, I give it like a 6 out of 10 because I won't lie, as much as defense is good and I was rooting for the Seattle Seahawks, if I wasn't rooting for either one of them, it would be boring because it's a defensive game. And as much as we like defenders and all that type shit, there is a little bit of a ooh and ah factor to a shutout game. So for the Super Bowls and things like that, I don't really necessarily need defense. I like that motherfucker to be 75, 70, 72. If it came down to, oh, who can stop who? Clearly that, but that's just my opinion. What was your take on it?
I fell asleep on that shit right after halftime.
Pause.
I fell asleep on the game right after halftime.
That was wild, brother. I need you to clarify that. What you falling asleep on?
I tuned in because one, I'm just gonna watch the Super Bowl. I was going for the Seahawks because Riley Mills, Julian Love, Notre Dame Irish. You know what I'm saying? So I was rooting for them. And they both played their ass off. Pause. But yeah, I fell asleep on that shit like in the middle of the third quarter, bro. I woke up to them getting presented the trophy. I really ain't got no takes on the game other than if Bo Nix doesn't get injured, we have a whole different Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong. Bo Nix is going to probably have a low-scoring game against that defense as well. But Bo Nix and they offense just brings a different dynamic than Drake Mays do.
And he got a better offensive line than the Patriots do too. Because man, oh my God, like you said, Swiss cheese. That shit was like motherfucking that shit was like wax paper trying to be a wall, like a Chinese or Japanese partition.
Like movie studio glass.
There you go. The glass that's made out of sugar and shit.
Yes,
Yeah,
lickable glass.
that nigga was fighting for his fucking life. I ain't never seen a quarterback be put down so many times in one game.
I don't know. They were talking about him today, saying like he was apparently hurt, but they were like that could be like now you're saying like it after the game, but
Did you
I
play?
just look at it, huh?
Did you play? I don't give a
Well, that's
fuck
what I'm
if you was
saying. Like,
hurt. Did you play?
nobody trying to hear that now. Like, but they were saying like they didn't disclose the injury to like afterwards. I just want to know who, in your opinion, had the worst night: Stefon Diggs, Drake Mays, or what's the Campbell dude? What's his name for the offensive tackle?
Oh, the offensive tackle.
Hey Siri, what's the rookie offensive tackle name for the New England Patriots?
What was it Kelly say? You fired.
Will Campbell. Will
Yeah.
Campbell.
Will Campbell.
That's a defensive player.
What's his name?
If only our technical team.
Patriots offensive tackle. Yeah, it is Will Campbell.
It is? Is that the one from
Yeah, it's Will
LSU?
Campbell. Yep.
Yes, that's him.
Yeah. Appreciate it, data team. So Will Campbell.
This nigga don't look like he can protect me.
You didn't no, that nigga look well, he couldn't. So I mean, if looks could kill, nigga, you getting somebody killed out there.
Yeah.
Who did you pick who was the worst?
I'll say Will Campbell had the worst night. Stefon Diggs and Cardi
Worst
B is
postseason.
You said what?
Said worst postseason. Do you feel any sympathy for Cardi in this whole ordeal, or is it like, nigga, I told you who I was? Because they kind of reportedly broke up because he invited his baby moms to the game. I'm like, but damn, bitch, I ain't never made it to Super Bowl before. I mean, golly, I got kids. I gotta have them here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I had 5 kids on you in the same year as ours. I mean, you knew what kind of nigga I was.
Well, reportedly or allegedly, whatever words you want to use, the kids were supposed to be there with their grandmother, not the baby moms, and then it ended up being the baby moms.
Well, maybe she wasn't gonna let them go. She didn't get to go to the game.
And if I'm Cardi B, I just spend all this bread on your after party. Yeah, on that party for you. You know what I'm saying? In your celebration, just for you being there. Like, this is an accomplishment. Like, this is the most important game of your life. But shit, after all that shit, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna say good luck too. That's all I got to say. But yeah, nah, the offensive lineman, he's gonna have a worse offseason. Stefon Diggs, this part for the course for Stefon Diggs. He ain't gonna be shook by none of this shit.
Are you what's your take on Sam Darnold?
Great fucking performance. Leading up to this game, it was kind of lackluster. But you did have the Patriots defense to deal with. You had a better game against the Rams than you did in the Super Bowl, but congratulations on your Super Bowl win. Motherfucking Kenneth Walker. That's who I'm saying he had the best night. He had the best fucking night. That nigga went out there and did exactly whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Ran up and down the field on New England. And I enjoyed watching them do it for the first half because, again, I fell asleep in the middle of the third quarter.
That's a goddamn shame. Banks, we didn't ask you real quick, though, but what was your review on Cole's album?
It is still pending because I have not brought myself to listen to it, which tells you a lot about what my answer probably would be.
That's a 6 out of 10, maybe less.
Less than that.
That's crazy.
I'm not interested.
Okay, but like I said, congrats to Seattle Seahawks. Congrats to building that team up. Congrats to Sam Darnold. Congrats to the Patriots for keeping order and balance. Vrabel got to stop talking about his dick. Every time that dick get brought up, that's what he said. He said they asked him because when he was with the Titans, they asked him what would he do to win a Super Bowl. He said he'd chop his dick off. Then he was like, this time he was like, well, I'll probably chop half of it off and then leave my wife with 6 inches. They was joking on busting with the boys.
Hey, wait. What's up with white people doing that type of shit, bro?
I don't know. I ain't white. Shit.
Like, what?
Before we switch, I want to say to you, James Pierce Jr., you touch a fucking hair on Rakia Jackson's head, we will burn you at the stake, my nigga. If she ain't got to testify, I was there. All right. You ain't gonna touch my spark. All right. James Pierce,
you got smoke for your Tennessee volunteer.
You are one scandalous. First off, I volunteer for the 10 that I see. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. James Pierce, count your motherfucking days, nigga. Count your motherfucking days. Don't you ever come in my boo like that. That chocolate mocha latte right there, Rakia Jackson, huh? I'll play her for her heart. All right. I'll play her for her heart.
What's your handles on social media so he can find you?
Who?
What's your handle on social media so he can?
So who can find me? Well, please, come on now. Hey, fucking nigga, I ain't never been afraid of nothing, nigga. You want to run up, get done up. Hey, tall dude, yes, nigga. I'm tall. You can say hey, go by Wolf. Oh, come find me, puss ass nigga. I stay in Washington D.C. and me and my son Cash will whoop your ass. All right.
Wow.
Kendall Mitchell ain't never been afraid of shit.
Wow.
Shit. Ain't no hole in my blood, nigga. Ain't no hole in my blood, nigga. Hey, tall dude, nigga, at me, puss ass nigga, nigga.
That was the most light-skinned shit I ever seen you do.
Five. Shit, nigga. Come find me. Shit.
I don't stay in DC though.
I don't know what you talking about, bro. I'm talking about Kendall. But yeah, man. But like I said, James Pierce just facing domestic charges. He's out on bail. He was arrested on Saturday on Florida charges, including 2 counts of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, aggravated stalking, and fleeing and eluding the police. Apparently, when Rakia was going to go tell the police, this nigga tried to cut her off at the intersection and rammed her car and then try to flee from the police. Rakia Jackson said today that from her lawyer that she will testify against this nigga. It is done. All right.
It's over. What's your thoughts on it? What is up with niggas like I've never had no pussy in my life that good to where I'm that good. Thank you. Okay. I have never look. Have I slung some dick before that made a bitch go crazy? You know what I'm saying? Have I went out there and rock 'em, sock 'em, bop that twat? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could have, you know, that was a different me. You know what I'm saying? That was a changed man, you know? And Father stretched thy hand. I don't know nothing about that, James. Cause you know what? BP, it's for you. All right. I was about to say, look, you being watched, face ass.
BP, for you. God done always know my heart, and I'm a child of God. All right. Only time I done beat anything up was the demons away from me. All right. But so I don't know what drives people. I don't know what drives people to that length. But if I ain't never had no ass where I'm calling my family, telling my kids put their mother on the phone. I ain't coming back. I ain't never seen no sunshine pussy like that. I ain't never seen nothing to where niggas standing outside talking about his motherfucking cinnamon apple. I ain't never seen no shit like that where
you raggedy bitch.
Yes, bro. Oh, ain't no markets over here. No,
that's an unfortunate situation, man. My nigga, like you crashed. First of all, this your rookie year. She sat beside
words
you.
can't describe how I feel about you. Only heaven knows how much I prove. Ain't nobody ever had me singing like that, nigga. Ain't nobody ever had me singing like that.
Don't bring
nigga.
Drew Hill into this, man.
Ain't nobody ever had me singing like that. I can't leave you alone.
There you go.
James Pierce.
Take my money.
Bitch, take my money.
My car.
I wish I could say that line in front of my bill
collector.
Cause
I hate you. Now I gotta give it all up, babe. Man, yeah. It's unfortunate, man. Prayers to Rakia Jackson. I pray she get through this safely and soundly.
You know what's actually need to be investigated?
What's up?
Usher, let me take you to a place nice and quiet where nobody better interrupt. R. Kelly, another one. Plus, he was so good, R. Kelly, he didn't even want it to be legal. I don't ever want no shit like that. I don't ever want nothing like that. Nigga, you remind me of my Jeep, nigga. I want to ride a child. God damn. Sex me, baby, sex me, bruh. These ain't never steered me wrong. Okay, I'll never fall to the power like that. All right.
Now let me ask you this though.
Jaheim said this just in case he don't make it home tonight. Nigga want to just fuck before he died. I don't ever want no shit like that,
Man.
Case out there singing, I'm missing you. What does he say? Guess what I did today? Nigga,
All right, bro.
Plus he got you singing love. Oh no.
This nigga James just trying to get a motherfucking record deal, apparently.
What was the Joe song? I wanna know. God damn. Nothing.
I need to put together. Speaking of that Joe song,
I want to know
a motherfucking a Dirty Mackin playlist, because them niggas back in the day did some Dirty Mackin.
What you call it? Girl, I can't help but wait till you, nigga. You gonna wait for her to be done with her nigga for some ass? See you for what you really are, baby girl. You are a star, and nigga, it's not that serious. She has a man. She has a man, Trey. We should have known right there. The signs were all over the wall. Nigga got albums talking about anticipation.
I just want to know what happened for all of this shit to even start. Like, what triggered the crazy? Like, again, you the rookie, like you the star rookie for the Atlanta Falcons. You know what I'm saying?
The defensive rookie of the year.
She sat with you during the draft and let that day be about you. And she was the coldest motherfucker at the NFL draft. And let that day be about you. Sat there just quiet, not really all in the camera, not all in the videos. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't picking up your phone and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
CD.
Yeah, CD Lamb. But yeah, bro. You don't do that to nobody like Rakia Jackson, man.
What you also don't do is you don't leave the bench during a brawl. And just like niggas is fighting over pussy niggas is fighting during the games. We just had the brawl between the Charlotte Hornets and the Detroit Pistons.
I don't think it was a pussy nigga in that fight. The only pussy was Duncan Robinson.
Duncan Robinson was like, I'm white. Like what they do in the Boondocks when they said a nigga tried to create a nigger moment. Yeah, he said, I'm white. What am I doing? We saw this in the Boondocks. He white. He's white.
Hey,
his name is Duncan Robinson. That sounds like the whitest Disney Channel name ever. He's white.
If old brother was a person, because that's what he looked like when he's like, come on, old brother.
Oh, Jehoshaphat. God damn. Boy.
But no, that was a fucking brawl. I like
context. The Detroit Pistons and the Charlotte Hornets got into it when Jalen Duren, I got it. My bad. We was talking about Duncan Robinson. Jalen Duren got into it with, I don't know who his name is. I've tried to read it. I can't even read it when I'm reading it.
That young cat from the Hornets.
No, I got it. You know what? We're not a new podcast. We're true to this. We're not new to this. So we got there we go. Masawi, man, it's like diabetes. Masawa diabetes. It's spelled Diabate. All right. But you are one letter away from being somebody thinking that you secure diabetes with Ozempic. But anyways, him and Jalen Duren got into it after a semi-hard foul, not that bad. And then Jalen Duren muffed his ass, which turned to him going incredible hawk. You would have thought it was when Carmelo knocked his ass from the Knicks and started backpedaling. That also kept turned to Miles Bridges going after Jalen Duren. and him taking a swing, Jalen Duren taking a swing on Miles, and then
fucking beef stew.
King Kong ran his black ass off the bench because he
King
just
crash
smelled
out,
fighting.
goddammit.
Yes, and ran and got into the heated exchange. I want to say, can we show it? I don't know if they're gonna flag it. That's the only reason I didn't post it. But let me see if I can find a video angle and let me see which one I got. Send one to
some visual context.
Yeah. Guess what I did today? Those were the words you said to me.
This nigga.
It was last night. Don't know the exact day. And all right, so we wanted to just show the video just for more context of it, because you know it's a little bit easier just to show the video. Here it was. It's gonna backpedal, but here go Isaiah Stewart grabbing niggas' hair. And what's really funny when we get back to the other part of the video, Isaiah Stewart kind of got lucky that there was people around because Miles Bridges was about to drop his ass.
Oh yeah.
I don't think, and he ducked that punch smooth and clean. I don't think that Isaiah Stewart was prepared to fight a nigga like them, and I'm kind of upset that niggas got involved because they got him. There you go, right there. There go the duck. Right.
Whoop, get off me.
He was getting dropped, bro. I'm sorry. He's getting dropped. If he don't have them
He been
people
waiting on
right
that.
there, yes, bro. As you can see from the fight, Isaiah Stewart just does what Isaiah Stewart does. As far as the suspension, Isaiah Stewart got 7, Jalen Duren got 2, got Miles Bridges and Masawi Diabetes. It got Diabetes. I hope I said your name right. For real though. Got 4 games because I'm assuming they both swung. My problem with this whole thing is just, you know, I sat there and watched Cade and the Pistons for like the last couple of years, so their rise isn't something that I'm surprised at. I'm just kind of disappointed that they keep letting this bullshit happen. I think there's a difference between I think there's a difference between, like, basically all this nigga want to do is fight. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I like the bad boy aspects that, you know, that they're bringing back. I like the fact that there was another fight between the Timberwolves. I like the fact that, like, let's get some action. Fuck all that talking. Let's be about it. Nas Reed grabbed that one African brother up. And said, what's popping? But I just feel like for the Isaiah Stewart incident, you're always doing this dumb shit. And I actually called the number right. Me and my dad had a bet on. He said 5 games. I said, no, he gonna get like 7 to 8. Those could be
came off the bench.
Yeah, those can be pivotal games. I don't think your game warrants enough to where your game doesn't warrant enough to where you can't be traded or dropped. I don't care how good your attitude is. I don't care for that, because I don't think that what's being paid attention to is, if you're not at games, what does it matter if you make us tougher? And if I was a coach, my number one objective would be to go piss you off, because I know your dumb ass is going to fight me. And all I got to do is just back up and let you swing, and now you suspended. And if you're a real smart coach, you'll tell that nigga to do it in the playoffs.
But also, if he get pissed off or if he get triggered in a game, like, he's not a starter. He's not a starter anymore, if I'm not mistaken. So
I think they put Duren in the spot.
Yeah, so Jalen Duren is a starting big man. So
yeah, I realized the other day he was a center.
If you lose,
that's how big their fucking team is.
They ain't got not one little nigga on the team. But if you lose Isaiah Stewart to some shit like that, like, I still got my starting squad. I still got my starting 5.
Let's just say you lose Isaiah Stewart. And let me tell you why I say what I say about this nigga. Cade is not with the bullshit. I think what's they got? Asir Thompson? That Thompson boy is not with the bullshit. I'm saying that's the one they got, or they got the other one. They got a Thompson twin. Neither one of them niggas is with the bullshit. Jalen Duren is not with the bullshit.
I fuck with Jalen Duren just off of how he was Schroeder, just standing there ready too.
They got Schroeder too, right? Yeah, they got Schroeder. I think they got Schroeder.
I think they just got Schroeder.
He's not with the bullshit. Like, they are not with the bullshit. The Pistons are not to be fucked with. Like, and not saying like they trying to bully people, but to say like you just the Rasheed Wallace or the Ben Wallace, and you got Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, and all, no, like they are with it. Like they're not gonna take no shit. They play a rough style of basketball, and so
these niggas been hooping.
So exactly, like they're number one in the East. So to have that mindset as if you're the only valuable piece, yeah, that's cool. You know what you draft me to Detroit for? Well, nigga, we didn't. It does nothing to have you watching games in street clothes.
But also to that point though, I think the locker room rise for Isaiah Stewart though. You know what I'm saying? I think your star player, vouches for him. Like everybody on that team wants somebody that's gonna crash out for him or that's gonna ride for him or defend
it's
him.
funny because you got the truest form of ride for a teammate and the truest form of not riding for a teammate on the same team. My
Duncan
issue
Robinson wasn't part of that core though. He just got there.
I mean, he been there all season, but I get what you're saying. He wasn't there last year, but I'm just saying, like, if it's not, it's like, okay, I put it like this. We said this about our football team. We said this about one of my flag football teams I'm on. We was whooping other teams' asses, but overall, I'm looking at it. We suck on certain areas. So what happened was I'm like, bro, we're going to get around the team, and it's all cool not to say nothing about the issues or gloss over when we winning, but when we get exposed, niggas going to crash out. And that's exactly what happened in the championship game. Like, niggas want to play around, niggas want to do this, and we was I said, if we get around another team that's got elite athletes, bro, they're going to expose our flaws. And I feel like the reason why they're riding him right now because it hasn't cost them anything. But let's just say they get to game 6 of the NBA Finals, up 3 points. And this nigga gets suspended. Change the series. This nigga gets, or the Eastern Conference Finals, and this nigga gets suspended, and you lose the next 2 games and get put out because you're missing a man. Like
Draymond.
But I mean, yes, except they won with Draymond. So
they didn't win that season. That was 2016.
But they won. They already had a ring.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like I put it like this: let Draymond be doing what Draymond doing right now or the last couple years prior to them rings. He's not staying. You know what I mean? So and I feel like that's what niggas need to like realize, like, bro, like you can't be with it. And then on top of that, a nigga you can't win every fight. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be that, like a nigga will catch you slipping. And you kind of show with this bout. You are touchable, nigga. If I was anybody, I'd be like, bro, if I know I can squabble, nigga, what's popping? You feel what I'm saying? So, I feel like, with Detroit having to go through stuff and then they already got this malice of the palace stigma. I do think that y'all are the bad boy Pistons 3.0, but I also feel like you need to be smart about it because what's going to happen is if you niggas turn into that, Oklahoma City plays a similar style where they basically the rest of them do whatever the fuck they want to. You start doing that, now they calling ticky-tack fouls on y'all because y'all too rough with the people. And I don't want that to mess up the energy they got right now. It's been a long time since I was able to root for Detroit succeeding. You know what I'm saying? And before anybody says anything, my parents are from Detroit, so I rooted for Detroit. They on my 2K team. So I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. You know what I'm saying?
You know what that reminded me of with Miles Bridges stepping up to Isaiah Stewart like that though. What? It reminded me of like when Boogie Cousins was young in the league, and
he said that shit to Zach Randolph.
And Zach Randolph let his ass know, nigga, where I'm from, bullies get bullied, and that's like you run into anybody in the hood in our whole state, like that's how we carry shit. Like bullies get bullied where we from, nigga. Like anybody could be tough on any given day, my nigga. Like, and Miles Bridges shows you, like, yeah, nigga, you running, you crashing out and everything like that, but I'm about to duck this little slow ass right, and I'm either knock your ass out or I'm gonna wrap you up and slam you, just like he was about to do before everybody stepped in. So I say shout out to Miles Bridges just for like, hey dog, like, yeah, you on Front Street with your quote unquote toughness and everything like that, but nigga, I'm really like that, and I'm not about to back down, nigga. What's up? But also, I fuck with Jalen Duren too, because Jalen Duren, you ain't had to muff that little nigga like that, man. You palm that nigga whole face. I get he fouls you and shit like that, but you palm that nigga's whole face. Of course,
I would have swung on you too. I fuck with bruh because you ain't just gonna mush me, nigga. And then
he was running that Duren like Isaiah Stewart was running that Brown a couple seasons ago.
Yeah. let's see. I know I was gonna talk about the GloRilla thing, but since then it's kind of like motherfucker got paid and shit now. So I mean, it's not that it doesn't have the same effect, but it's not as much. GloRilla was claiming her sister, BroRilla, was claiming that GloRilla basically didn't take care of family and stuff like that. She was complaining about how not having basically some crackhead shit, begging, and since then people have actually booked her for certain type of shows. But from what I really wanted to ask out of that, what do you owe family? And I just mean immediate. Like, what do you owe family from your success?
I used to be one that like had like survivor's remorse and everything like that. And of all the people that could have told me to get up out of it, my mom was the one to tell me to get up out of that. So I don't feel like I owe a motherfucker shit. I owe my parents for getting me to where they got me to. You know what I'm saying? So if there was ever, and it's not even like I feel like I owe them. It's just that's what I would want to do for them. But I don't owe anybody anything, bro. I've been on my own since for the better part of 20 years now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like I owe anybody anything. I look out for people in the capacity that I'm able to. If you feel like I also don't ask anybody for anything. I don't ask my mom for nothing. I don't ask my pops for nothing. I don't ask my brothers. I don't ask my sister for nothing. So if anybody feel like I owe them anything, they can get a big fuck you. But yeah, I don't feel like I owe anybody anything. I can understand why the people that feel like they're old feel that way, but if you break shit down, and really look at what the person that came up did to get to their success, versus what you could have done and what you could have or what you could have done to help them get there, it's really like shit. My nigga, you could have did this too, or you could have helped me. You could have came along for the ride, even if we ain't see no money in the beginning of the shit. You could have came along for the ride, and then I would have felt like I owed you something just for being there for me, being there to support me morally and everything like that. But if you ain't putting no work in, and I'm putting my blood, sweat, and tears into the shit and giving to my parents the way that I feel like I'm supposed to, I don't owe you shit. Especially if you about to go public and talk shit about me. Nah. Hit my phone. You know what I'm saying? Hit me when I come home for a family function or something like that. But don't go out to the public trying to get some clout off my name, like GloRilla said. Like everybody booking you and know you because you use my name. Like don't
Y'all should know those junkie behavior when she came up there and it's like, I just gave my mama back $1,400. She was like,
why you had to borrow that in the first place?
Did I owe her? She said I just paid my mama. I ain't helping my mama. She was like, I just paid her $1,400. Now did she lend me $1,200? Yes, but that's beside the point. I paid her back.
So you just paid me back with interest? Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
I think she and what's so funny is she was complaining about being broke, and so I think she put like a GoFundMe or something, and she got like $4,000. This is what it says. I don't know if this, of course, we got no way of confirming it, but she was like, she spent like $3,500 on a chain, and then I guess people are booking her, and like now she's making income off of like just complaining and showing that you can just be a leech of a person, and then if you don't get your way, you just gonna like basically like leech off your family for income. Banks, what's your opinion on the whole thing? What do you feel like you owe? If you're a success, what do you owe your family?
Man, that's a really deep question. I guess off the top of my head, it really kind of depends on how deep they were invested in me and where I'm at. And it also depends on, how I perceived whatever they did for me, right? Like, was it emotional? Was it psychological? Did they pay? Did they give me money? Was it monetary, their contribution to, where I am?
Did they do it expecting something back?
Well, and you could never really call that, you know what I mean? So that kind of goes into like the psychological piece of like, I don't really know what this is. Is this real? This is for show? Is this for the future? And I can't even be mad sometimes at people who want to do transactional things, because sometimes those are just the relationships that you have. Like it's just like I did this, and so I need this back. And I'm really not completely mad at that, especially if I can quantify it. So like Mitch, if you gave me $5,000 and I started a business, but you my homie and you gave it off the strength and you wouldn't really want it back. I mean, if you were to be like, hey man, I gave you $5,000 and I'm not up right now, I wouldn't, I would feel like I would be out of pocket to just be like, well, but you gave me this off the street. Right? So I think we ultimately you got to be honest with those type of people. And I think whatever you do, depending on the type of people you're dealing with, may not be enough. It's like children. It's insatiable. It don't matter what you do to cash or what you do for cash. It's going to be 3 more things waiting after that question that he just asked you.
Yep.
It don't matter what you do for Jarvis. It's going to be 6 other events that he want to go to after y'all just got back from Disney World.
What about what you
do? Same.
So
there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
he ain't say nothing about it because he had to watch what he said.
But I think ultimately my answer is it just depends. It depends on what they poured into you, and also how you decide that you want to, pay it back. I guess if we want to like say it.
The funny part is he left out Isaiah, but I understand what you meant.
Well, because Isaiah's, I get that Isaiah's still a child.
Younger kids is more needy.
I get it, yeah. But I'm saying Isaiah was younger too, so that's all I'm saying. Like,
right, he was younger a long time ago.
Not that long, brother. Every day counts.
But you OG now.
You about to have been a parent for half your life, my nigga.
Watch your fucking mouth. But yeah.
Hey, real quick though, I know we missed the chance, but I was looking at my phone. So I guess going back to the Super Bowl, y'all didn't talk about the halftime show, but evidently people are on Chris Brown's head because he made a comment about, I guess y'all really do need me, and people are like, need you in jail, need you. Also, it's just a bunch of jokes going around right now. So give you a quick take on the halftime show and if you feel like Chris Brown is necessary.
I got a quick hit on that. I didn't understand a fucking word until Lady Gaga came up there singing the Latin version of Die With A Smile, which I fucking love. But the performance was cool. Huh?
Such a woman. Go ahead.
Fuck out of here. Die With A Smile is fire. But the performance itself, real cool. I loved how he had representation from every piece of like Latin America. I'm not about to get into naming all the countries or nothing like that. Love seeing Pedro Pascal. Love seeing Cardi B. Love seeing Jessica Alba. Love seeing how like he gave the Grammy to the little kid who was not the little boy that got detained by ICE or whatever. Whoever made that shit up.
The little boy was supposed to be him.
Yeah, that, and I knew that. Like that was just a symbolic piece, but they tried to make it seem like, oh, he went and found a little boy that got detained by ICE. Wasn't true. But my favorite part of that was at the end and like how hype everybody was to have done that. You know what I'm saying? And the only English piece of it was when Lady Gaga got up there. Like I said, I ain't know none of the songs. I'm not really a Bad Bunny fan. I don't dislike him, but it's just not my cup of tea or whatever. But it was a great halftime show. Do I want to see Chris Brown at the halftime show? Fuck yes. I think we all do. But he was just kind of out of pocket for that. But at the same time, like, nigga, we all want. I think it was just corny that you actually said something. Nigga, we all know that you would kill the halftime show. We all know that.
Say more about why you feel like it was corny though.
Just like it's just unspoken. Like we all know, like Chris Brown has the catalog, he has the accolades, he's just in high demand. Like we know he's the greatest performer since Michael Jackson.
I see what you're saying. You feel like it was misplaced. It was stepped on.
Yeah, like you didn't need to say that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you just felt like Bad Bunny's performance was corny, then by all means say that shit. But You just got to look at what he did for his people, just like what Kendrick did last season. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck Kendrick. What did he do? Okay.
Here you go.
Nigga ain't do nothing but dick ride a motherfucking moment. Nigga ain't do nothing but use another nigga to sit there and plight his weak ass career. The fuck
He
out
put
of here,
he
nigga.
put his whole state on.
Yeah, this took a little turn, guys. Sorry if he got cut or whatever. We just had like this long 2-hour off the camera shit. But we gonna wrap it up here. We got some other stuff we'll get to y'all next week. But if you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe to the 8192 podcast where we always keep 100. Mitch, you got anything to say before we go?
Valentine's Day this weekend is my little brother.
That's what he's supposed to talk about.
It's my little brother's birthday this weekend. Happy birthday, little bro. Happy Valentine's Day to you and all your loved ones and everything like that. Don't be corny and proposing nobody on Valentine's Day, man. Be creative and do that shit on your own day. Don't do that corny shit like that. And I'm gonna talk about you if you do. But go ahead.
I'm gonna make sure you get this recording once he talks about your ass. Make sure y'all be safe out
I
here.
can fight.
I can fight. So could Isaiah Stewart, and he was about to get dropped.
No, Isaiah.
Always
Stewart
remember, people, when these niggas don't want to fight past their 30s, just shoot them. This has been another.
I can do that too.
He's an active felon, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the 8192 podcast. If y'all got anything to say, just email us at 8192podcast@gmail.com. If you want to hit up the YouTube, make sure you're on the road to 50K. And then check out our Instagram page, our TikTok, and everything like that. This has been another episode. We're gonna holler at y'all later. Peace. Freaky felon. Yo. Welcome back to another episode of the 8192 podcast where we always keep it 100. You heard none of them sound effects, did you?
Nah. Hey. Told y'all niggas I was gonna keep it street.
Oh, then how you coming, Glock?
Pause.
Okay.
It's the 8192 podcast. You know how we do. We always keep it 100.
Yeah.